Come on in. Somehow my hair just, when you wash it, it just gets all fly away. Do you have that issue? Anyway, it's time for another show with the Fly Lady. That's me, Marla Silly. Get on in here. Yeah, get on in here. I've been busy this morning, y'all. I have really been busy. And I can't wait to tell you all about it. So come on in. You know, it's Friday, and you know what that means. Friday is clean out our car day, fill it up with gas, try to get it filled up with gas. I never let mine get below half a tank because I never know when I've got to run. So fill your car up with gas, clean your car out. Be careful cleaning your car out at a gas station or at a convenience store. I'd rather you do it as you get out of the car each time, but if you got to clean it out, keep your keys with you so nobody can jump in the car. Keep the car locked except for the door you're working in and out of so nobody can jump in your car. And be safe. To be safe. I want you to think about your surroundings when you're doing things. Now, clean out your purse day. Yep, your purse gets to be filled with a lot of stuff. So while we're doing this show, get your purse in front of you and just start pulling things out of it. Make a pile of things that got to go back in your purse. The best way to clean your purse out is change purses. Get you a new purse or grab one from your closet and change it out. That's a wonderful way to get your purse cleaned out. So we haven't gotten 200. You have to prepay to get gas. Yeah, well, you got to lock your car. That's for certain. Anyway, so I have been working for the last week to try to get my podcast up on iTunes. And finally, I have a RSS feed that I can feed to iTunes Podcast, Apple Podcast, and I'm waiting on their approval. So Michael taught me some things yesterday. I love having a geek that can teach me stuff. He taught me how to strip the audio out of our video podcast that I'm doing every day on Facebook. He taught me how to strip the audio out, save it to my there was problems yesterday with Facebook. They've changed the way you do things again. They do this every 6 months. But I saved this video I'm doing to my phone, and then I drop the video to my computer, at which point I take the audio out and save it, and then I upload it to my channel on Libsyn. So that's good. I'm real excited about it. We should hear something from Apple in a couple of days. And I'm beside myself happy. So let's talk about some things. As you know, we have feather dusters back in stock. So get your feather duster ordered. Purple rags are on a BOGO too. So I kind of like leaving those up because y'all love these things. Y'all love them. They've been off for about a month. So let's get your purple rags. Those of you who are brand new, don't wait because they'll go off again. Pink rags are $10 for 12 of them. They're great for cleaning your face and cleaning your glasses. I keep one handy for cleaning my glasses. And my glasses need cleaned right now, but I'm going to use purple rag right here. I've been working on we made a pot of beans yesterday, but I didn't want to eat them last night, so we went to dinner. We didn't have much snow. No snow. Let's see, what else? What else have we got to talk about? Clean out your car, clean out your purse, and date night. Date night's special. So what are you doing for date night? I really want to see that movie, The Call of the Wild, because I like Harrison Ford. What can I say? So I don't think we'll go to the movie, but I can't wait for it to come out on pay-per-view. So when it comes out on pay-per-view, we'll do that on a date night. We have some TV shows that we like to watch on Friday night. MacGyver is one of them. But I plan my evenings to be with my sweet darling. Yep. I love to be with my sweet darling. So, and I turn my phone off, and I just have we have fun together, laughing at the TV and laughing at each other and laughing with each other, and just, yeah, NCIS is one of my favorite ones too. Sometimes we'll binge watch NCIS. So if you don't, here's the deal about date night. If you don't put your relationship first, and I mean this, take care of yourself, put your relationship with God, those two things are right there at the top, and then your relationship with your spouse, your significant other. Yep. That relationship is important because kids grow up, and you can spend 75 years with your husband. You can spend 75 years with your husband, and your child, on the other hand, you've got them for 18 years, and then they go off to college and they're their own people at that point. I want you to have a relationship after the kids are grown. I want you to have, that's the foundation for your family, is that relationship with your husband. And I'm talking to mainly women right now, because 99.9% of my audience is, they're women. And it's important for us. Yeah. Robert and I have been married 23 years. And with the way our family has survived, his mother lived to be almost 100, and my grandmother lived to be almost 99. So now the next generation didn't do too well, but his mother and my grandmother, they lived to old age. So I'm looking at another 40 years. So 40, that's 63 years we could be married. Look at this. Spending a lifetime with somebody, that takes nurturing. That takes caring. And love is not a competition. You can't keep score and have a good marriage, because keeping score makes everybody crazy. You know, I did the dishes last night. It's your turn tonight. Don't do that to your family. Your immediate family is your spouse. Don't keep score. You have to live in a 100% relationship. You're whole people when you come together, and you're still whole people. You give everything you've got to the relationship. Loving each other, doing things for each other, changing the sheets, little things like that mean, for men, it's nothing says I love you like clean underwear. Well, my husband does his own laundry. For women, they want the flowers and the candies and, all the romantic stuff. But for men, it's service. It's service. Doing something kind for one another. Robert asked me when we first got married if I would just keep one side of the sink open so he could make me coffee. And he makes me coffee every day. That's a little thing. At night, he makes me fizz water, which is just a simple glass of carbonated plain water. We have one of those soda streams, and he puts lime juice in it over crushed ice. And it is refreshing. I get vitamin C and no calories, no carbs. So it's these little things that we do for one another. I print out Robert's crossword puzzles. That's the only reason it's not the only reason I subscribe to the New York Times, but he loves the crossword puzzles. He loves them. They make him happy. They keep him smart. They keep his brain working. So when you know someone likes something, do that thing for that person. Be kind to that person. And your relationship is going to be blessed over and over and over again. When you allow the simple kindness, doing loving things. Yeah, nothing says I love you like plenty of toilet paper. I'd never want to run out of toilet paper, ever, ever. That's why I have Amazon bring it to me once a month. And when's the last time you kissed your husband? Not just a peck on the cheek. A real kiss, like we did when you were first dating. It's interesting. It's interesting. So don't allow busy times to take away from your relationship. It's just not worth it, y'all. You deserve to have a relationship that's going to last a century. Yeah, and then they'll be talking about it long after you're gone. Robert and I have been married 23 years, like this past November. It's 23. Yeah. 23 years. So kids grow up way too fast, and then you're left with a stranger if you don't do something every week to promote your relationship, to keep your relationship going. You have to do this, or you're going to be left lonely. And how many, it's one thing, we had someone on here yesterday whose husband passed away 8 years ago. And she can't get past it. Well, we have to. Robert knows, and I know about Robert, that if something happened to one of us, they would want us to keep going. They would want us to keep going. We would want each other to keep going. Because it's not our time yet. God left you here for a reason, and it is for us to find out what that reason is. When my second husband, who will remain unnamed because he was, as Robert and I talk about him, he was the only reason I got to North Carolina. So, but when he left after our first fight, after 8 months of marriage, I threw my hands up in the air and I said, okay, God, I know you brought me to North Carolina for a reason. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to stick around and figure it out. And in a year and 3 months, I met Robert. And on our very first date, I told my sister Patty, I said, I'm going to marry Robert. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with Robert. How did I know that? Holy Spirit told me. I knew right then. And she thought I was crazy. My sister Patty thought I was crazy. She'll tell you right here. She said to me, you're going to jinx it. But I knew. And within 6 weeks, Robert said to me, this is looking a lot like marriage. And I said, you think the same thing too? He didn't know I told my sister Patty on our very first date. So here we are, 23 years later, and it's just, it seems like yesterday. It seems like yesterday that I met him. He spoils me rotten. I spoil him. And we talk, we laugh, we read each other's minds. Yeah. We read each other's minds. We know how because we talk to each other. So that's one of the things we like about dinner is we talk conspiracy theories, we talk coronavirus, we just talk about everything. People around us probably think, well, they've lost their minds. But if we go to Hendersonville or Asheville, it's a 45-minute drive. We rarely have on the radio because we're talking to each other. So develop your communication skills with your husband. Talk about things that he's interested in. And, oh, by the way, thank you for sharing this video or audio, because sharing is caring, as Leanne says. So, folks, enjoy your time with your husband, and every week make it a priority to do something special. Maybe it's to bake them something they love or cook them their favorite meal. You know, nothing says I love you like dinner on the table. And I say that when I rarely cook, but I can cook. And my husband says it's better to have a wife that can cook and doesn't cook often than one that can't cook and cooks all the time. So you can do this, folks. Put your marriage as a priority. There's my sister. Put your marriage as a priority. Have a date night, even if it's sitting in front of the TV with a bowl of popcorn. Not that I'm eating popcorn or anything, but I could have some nuts and some fizz water. Y'all have a wonderful day, and take the time to clean out your car, clean out your purse, and get some things done. And I will see you later this afternoon for our tea time. I love you all. Check us out at flylady.net. Get signed up for our videos. And we've always got some great deals going on right now. Our coupon code is back to 2 basics. The number 2. Number 2 basics. Back to basics. And I'll see you at 3 o'clock. I love you all. Catch you later.